guys, welcome back to another video on the Project Auto YouTube channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. And like I told you guys a couple videos ago, we are going to be doing some different stuff, not just automotive. And I've had a couple requests for some more videos on some radio equipment. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Motorola PR860s. These are a fresh new set of radios that we just picked up. They are used, however, they're in great condition. Not a lot of wear and tear at all. We did have to get new batteries for them, but not a big deal. So in today's video, we're just going to talk to you a little bit about them, show you around the radio, and then I've also got pulled up on the computer in front of us here the software, and I'm going to kind of go over the basics of how to program your radio for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so jump into it. So this is the Motorola PR860. Very solid radio. It's not too heavy at all. Not a lot of weight to it, but it is very, very durable. It meets military standards. So let's go ahead and walk you around the radio here. So up top, this is your on and off and your volume. So we'll go ahead and... So upon turning the radio on, you do get the green indicator light there, as well as the chirp to let you know the radio did power on successfully. Right next to it is the channel selector, which is a larger raised knob. Very easy to access while wearing gloves or any situation. But you turn the knob there and you have your channel selections there. This one has 16 channels. The only sucky part that I don't like is that once you reach channel 16, you can't twist it to go back to 1. You have to go all the way back around. Definitely think they could have engineered that a little bit better, but hey, it is what it is. And then next to that, you have your antenna here, which can also be removed. If you want a shorter antenna, this has got the longer one. You can remove that and put a shorter one on there if you'd like. And then right there is your orange man down button, so that can be programmed to signal to a dispatch console if you have one, or radio to radio to let you know, like, hey, somebody's in trouble, stuff like that. So nice feature to have there. Front of the radio is very clean. You have your large output speaker here, little microphone down here in the bottom, your PR860 label there. Very clean. Like I said, these are used, but they're in great condition. Flipping it over on this side, you have 3 programmable buttons. So you have 1 there and 2 on the bottom. You can program these for a number of things, such as squelch, monitoring, stuff like that. You can program them to have a short press or a long press, whichever works for you. And then right in the middle of them, you have your large textured push-to-talk button there. Nice tactile feel. Coming around the back side, you have your belt clip, and then your battery can be removed very simply by pulling these 2 tabs down on each side. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I don't think I will be able to. Yeah, there we go. And then your battery comes off just like that. And then to put it back on, you've got your 3 slots down there, and you just stick her in, and it snaps right into place. Always check to make sure that it is secured, that way it doesn't fall off. And then coming around the other side, you have your accessory port connector, which I'll kind of show you how that works, because a lot of them had the 2-pin connector, like this CP200 right here. You just have the 2-pin. So on this one, this is the programming cable, but for speaker mics or anything like that, what you would do is there's this little lip right there, and you would stick that right up into there like that, if I can do it one-handed. And then once it's in, you tighten that, tighten this down, and it holds it in place. Overall, really nice radios, good audio quality. We'll go ahead and test them out real quick.
Testing 1 2 testing. Testing 1 2 testing. Radio check. Radio check. Test 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 test.
So as you can see, it's got clear, crisp audio. Very simple to use. Like I said, they're lightweight, they're comfortable to carry. I've been using these for about a day or 2 now. I just got the batteries in for them. And another nice feature with these radios is it's got a setting that you can set for busy channel lockout. So let me go ahead and set these to the same channel. I'm sorry for the focusing there. There we go. So let's go set them to channel 9. There we go. So if one, this is going to be kind of hard for me to show you guys, but I'm going to do the best I can. So if somebody's already keyed up and somebody else goes to talk, so let's see if we can maybe set this down. And you go to key up, it's going to beep at you like that to let you know that, hey, somebody's already keyed up, you can't talk. So that way it eliminates the issue of over talking. So instead of, if you didn't have that feature, if one person's keyed up, somebody else keys up, doesn't realize that somebody else is talking, you're going to talk over each other and nobody's going to hear anything. So that's definitely a cool feature to have, and I'll show you guys how to program that. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the computer and check out the software. Alrighty, so here we are on the software, and as you can see, this is the PR860 customer programming software. And I'm just going to kind of give you a brief overview of what's entailed with programming. So when you initially plug up the radio, this is going to be the first screen you see. So it's going to tell you all the radio information. So it's going to show you your model number, serial number, all that good stuff. I'm sorry about the focusing in and out there. But then coming down here to general settings, so this is where you can put your code plug in, your microphone gain, radio to radio clone, disable alerts, your tone alerts, low battery, stuff like that. And then your LED alerts, so busy LED, transmit low battery, all that good stuff there for you. And then coming up here to your accessories, so this is where you can set your settings for any voice operated accessories like speaker microphones, earpieces, anything like that. And then coming on over to your buttons, so this is where you can set your buttons. So you have your top button short press, top button long press, and then all of your side buttons there as well. So you can set those to whatever you would like. Option board, this I'm not too familiar with, so if anybody out there is, feel free to comment below and let us know, because I'm very new to these radios. I've never used them before. This is my first time programming them, so like I said, if anybody knows anything about this, please feel free to comment below, and I would love to hear about it. Coming back here to your channel position, so this just kind of goes over your channel positions and your channel names, stuff like that. Your signaling, so this does support MDC 1200 signaling, so you can add a system there, or there's already one here. You have quick call system as well, and again, there's already one set up. And then you have your DTMF systems, and there's one there for you as well. And then coming down here, you have your conventional personalities, so these are your channels that you can set up. So the basics of programming your channels is rule number 1, your channel bandwidth needs to be 12.5, which you can see right up there. The FCC mandated that channel bandwidth goes down to 12.5. So if you buy a new set of radios, your best bet is to get the software, plug them up, be sure that they're set to 12.5. If they're not, I would not use them until they are. So yeah, that's step number 1. And then coming down here, you have your receive side. So here's your receive frequency, your transmit frequency. If this is a channel that you're going to use to talk to another radio, you want to make sure that these two match. And then you have your squelch type, so your different codes to eliminate interference. So you have a DPL code, your TPL, stuff like that. Down below is where you can set your signaling system, so you can put your MDC system or anything like that in there. And then let me scroll down a little bit. And then coming down a little bit here, same thing, your MDC system on each side. Over here you can access a repeater if you have a repeater ID, your power level, transmit power level, your voice operated. A timeout timer is how long you can transmit before the radio cuts off. And then down below right there is your busy channel lockout. And that's that feature I was just telling you about, so when somebody's already keyed up and if you try to talk, it's not going to let you. So I would definitely activate that feature on your radios. You select on carrier, and that takes care of that for you. We'll just go ahead and go quickly through the different channels here. So here's channel 2. So again, everything's pretty much the same. Nice thing too is all you have to do is set up one side. So set up your receiving side with all the stuff that you want. Hit copy, and it copies it all right over here, so you don't even have to put it in twice. Another neat thing, if you're going to be using these radios just to program like police or fire frequencies just to listen to, all you have to do is select receive only right up here, and that will not allow the radio to transmit at all. So that's definitely something you want to do, because you don't want to be transmitting on a fire frequency or anything like that, and then something happen and you get in trouble or anything like that. But yeah, just going through the channels here, all that good stuff. It's all pretty much the same, very easy. And then once you're done and you have everything set up, all you have to do is go up here and hit write radio, and what it'll do is it'll take all this information, send it to that radio. Once it's complete, you can unhook your cable here, and then all you have to do is hook up your next radio, hit clone, and then that'll take care of that next radio for you. You don't have to mess with anything. So if you have multiple radios, you write the original radio that you set everything up on, and then you hook up your next one, just hit clone, your next one, hit clone, so on and so forth, and that takes care of that for you. So very simple. I mean, it looks confusing, but it's actually really simple to use once you get the hang of it. Best thing to do is do your research and make sure you understand all the terms, make sure you understand what you're actually doing before you start doing stuff. Then you maybe do something wrong or anything like that. But very, very simple. I'm not going to do a whole lot of going through here and setting up frequencies. I've already done that, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's done. And then over here on this screen, I have my CP200 information pulled up there. Same thing, it's got the MDC system, stuff like that, the quick call, all that good stuff. Alrighty guys, so I think that's going to about do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything I missed, feel free to leave it below. This video was not intended to set up frequencies and all that good stuff. I just wanted to show you guys these radios, introduce them to you. We're going to be doing some more cool videos with them. We're going to do some range testing in different terrains to test those out for you. Now I will be uploading another video here shortly that is actually going to have these radios set up on a couple different frequencies that we can listen to and show you how it works as far as the receive only. That video is coming up soon, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to these radios. There's not a whole lot of videos out there of the PR860s. I think a lot of people forgot about them, but to me they're actually a really good radio, good price for what they are. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please leave it in the comments below. And then, like I said, don't forget, if anybody knows anything about the option board, let me click back on that for you. If anybody knows anything about this, I would greatly appreciate any comments down below to let us know. That'd be really helpful, and maybe we can figure out something with that. But yeah, so that's going to do it, guys. If you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please consider subscribing and make sure you like the video, and there will be more to come. Alrighty, guys, we'll see you in the next one.